I'm Jenny-Lynn Surcotte from hypnocoach.ca, and welcome to my series 6+1 Lesson I've Learned Since I Become an Hypnotherapist. So HypnoCoach has a year, and I'm happy to celebrate. And as you know, I do help people who are in transitions to move from point A to point B with our years and months of therapy. In fact, within 3 to 5 sessions, and get full clarity and rewire your old beliefs for new sets of beliefs. So today I want to talk about a very important topic that was dropped in my practice from the very first session, and it's bullying. So it came, I would say, and it's still there since the beginning. That's why I included that in that series, because it's obvious, it's out there. And what's more obvious than anything, it's the damages that bullying has in people's life years and years and years later. How it impacts their career, how it also impacts our workplaces. And I'll explain you why, because as you know, I have my HR hat that I'm putting back on sometimes. And for that matter, today I will put back my HR hat on. So first, what are the beliefs? Then what are the emotions? Then what are the behaviors? And then, what is possible. So I must confess I had been bullied when I was a child in primary and in primary and high school, and I never really saw or thought that there was such an impact of bullying, and that there were so many people that have been bullied. So my clients, again, it's a small sample, but it was clear to me that people who came to see me for career-related issues, many of them had been bullied, and it was impacting them today, years and years later. What are the beliefs that people who have been bullied that I have seen? The first family of belief, it's about not being enough, right? I'm not good enough in sport, so I'm not being chosen in team sport. I'm not being recognized, right? I am not good enough in spelling. So I'm not getting the recognition. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not beautiful enough. People are laughing at my clothes. People are laughing at me, making fun of things that I do. So I am not good enough. We know that bullies are people that don't feel good enough, and that's why they bully people, because they want to be, higher than the person, where they perceive some strengths and some things that they would like to have. But that's not explained to child, and unfortunately, bullying is perceived that they are right and I am wrong. The second family of thoughts, of core beliefs is I can't connect. I am different. I am so different from all these childs. Like, I see their behavior, I see their interests, I see what they do, and it doesn't appeal me. Like, I am very different from them. So I kind of put myself aside, and of course I am being, rejected. I just can't connect. I am different. And because I can't connect and I am different, I'm not going to share anything about my ideas. I'm not going to share about myself. I'm not going to, I'm not going to do anything so that I don't get noticed, or so that, they stop bullying me and intimidating me. So I just can't connect. That's a big one. The third one is I'm helpless. I'm helpless. I just can't. I can't. And you'll see that a lot in people who come into schools where they don't speak the language. So they can't decode, they don't understand the lingo, they don't understand the behaviors, they don't have the codes yet, right? And kids have that very particular codes within themselves. They have those, old stories and things that they've done together last year in the summer, and they talk about all this, and that kid that just can't understand the language, can't understand the lingo, can even ask to go to the bathroom because doesn't know how to say it, are being picked on, laughed at because of their accent or other attributes. And that's really sinking in as I can't. I can't do it. I don't have the resource to do that. I'm alone. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm confused. I know who I am in a way. I know I am okay in a way, but those people are telling me I'm not, so they must be right and I must be wrong. So those are all sets of beliefs. You can only imagine what kind of emotion this creates, right? Emotions of anger, confusion, sadness, envy. But anger is a big one. I would say under hypnosis, one of the things that comes a lot is anger of not being understood, not being seen for who the person is, not being appreciated, not being valued, not being recognized, and being shut down, and not being part of, and being alone, lots of loneliness. And so this is really, the type of beliefs. And believe me, the type of emotion, sorry, but believe me, they're very strong. Like they come out very, very strong, very vividly, like if it was yesterday in many of my clients. Then the third one that I want to talk to you about is how does that translate, right? You have been bullied, you have all those emotions you're carrying with yourself that you never really dealt with because you went by, and then eventually you made friends and you studied and eventually you graduated and now you are in the marketplace or you started your business or whatever. And those things are coming back to haunt you in the workplace, in your career. And how it shows up where I'm not giving my ideas forward. Like I'm talking only if other talks. If I see that others have the same ideas than I will maybe add something, but I'm not going to talk because I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be ostracized. I don't want to be rejected. Or I don't feel part of my profession. Like all the lawyers are like this, but I'm really not like them. I'm not I can't connect with other lawyers in my profession. Or, I'm a business owner and we are 2 or 3 partners and I just can't ask for my dues. I'm working, but I can't ask for my share, for my fair share because I feel I'm not good enough. I'm not going to ask for a raise. I'm not going to apply on any position. And then, other types of behavior that way. As you can see, everybody that has a HR hat on or any business owner or some, all of you in those businesses, that, the impacts of that, loss of productivity, loss of innovation, ideas, creativity, workplace ambience, and and cultural difficulties within teams, and lost opportunities really, because we have people who have experienced bullying and therefore have low self-esteem and low self-confidence, which is totally understandable, but it has an impact long time after. So anything that resonates with any situation that looks like childhood situations, like either, again, seeing things that they don't agree with or not being recognized or feeling they have, to ask for something, but they just don't know how, feeling helpless, all this, resonate years later. The good news is that as difficult as it is, it's absolutely possible to rewire your thoughts, your core beliefs, and clean this. And here I'm talking, if you're working in a normal organization, healthy organization, I'm not talking about, harassment or other type of behavior, but you can absolutely clean that and really let go of any of those beliefs that have made an imprint on you because you were bullied. And the good news is once this is cleaned out and gone, and you've chosen other beliefs, like I can connect, I'm absolutely able to connect, and I can absolutely talk about my ideas and ask for my fair share, then you start to create other, events in your life. So that's the good news. You can absolutely rewire, and I have very specific exercise that I do with people who have been bullied to help them process this and really put that behind. So voila. Janilene Turcotte, hypnocoach.ca. Bullying is terrible. It should never happen to any kids, and it had long-lasting effect way years after. And if you have been experienced it and it impacts your career and you want to talk about it, I do offer a 30 free minutes. So Janilene Turcotte, hypnocoach.ca.